What's up YouTube, Alvaro here. Welcome to the bilingual stock market channel again. On this channel we talk about the markets and we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. And in this video, and as I do it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to make a quick stock market update. So I want to break down some technicals, going over the S&P 500 and also the Nasdaq 100, which happen to be the most important indices of the United States stock market. And at the end of the video, I am going to break down from a technical standpoint as well 4 stocks that are going to be on the top of my watch list for tomorrow's trading session. So without further ado, let's get started. And when we still have 21 more minutes in today's trading session, we are having pretty much a green day all across the board, except for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is pretty much breaking even, guys. It is down 0.01%, S&P 500 up 0.08%, Nasdaq, by the way, guys, both the Nasdaq and the Nasdaq 100 reached today a new all-time high, and as of now, we find the Nasdaq up 0.27%, and the Russell 2000 is up 0.66%. So we are having a very solid day in the markets today. And of course, and as I always do it, once I am editing the video, I am going to leave on your screens the final close of the 4 major indices of the United States stock market. And before going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, I want to show you guys 2 trades that I closed this morning on Doge and GameStop, because those trades were discussed and broken down here on the channel. So let's go ahead and start with Dogecoin. And if you guys remember, in the video that we posted on Monday, I broke down from a technical standpoint Doge. I told you watch out for 20 cents, and if 20 cents happens to be broken to the downside, watch out for Doge finding a good support somewhere between 16 cents and 17 cents, and that's exactly what happened in the case of Doge. So from Monday until yesterday, I made 5 different purchases at 5 different prices in the case of Doge. So I purchased Doge at 22 cents, 21 cents, 17 cents, 18 cents, and the very last purchase that I made was made at 17 cents. So I ended up investing $2,500 in this position, and I sold out of it this morning at $3,045 when Doge hit 24 cents, because I already knew that the area, the level near 24 cents was going to act as a very strong area of resistance for Doge. So I ended up making $550 out of this trade that I was able to take in only a matter of 3 days. And I am waiting for Doge, guys, because as of now, we find Doge at 21 cents. So Doge is already approaching a zone in which, in my opinion, is a buy. So the second Doge hits 20 cents, I am going to open a new position in Doge. Let's not forget, guys, that 20 cents is a previous area of support in the case of Doge that already acted as such in 1 and 2 occasions before. And if the 20 cents, if that area of support happens to be broken to the downside, then the next area in which I am going to be loading up on Doge in a very aggressive way is going to be 16 cents or 17 cents, because we are talking about an area of support that already acted as such for Doge in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before. So watch out for Doge at either 20 cents or, even better, paying a visit to 17 cents. And we already know, guys, that the fate of most cryptocurrencies out there depends on whatever Bitcoin does. So I think that if Bitcoin, which is the major cryptocurrency that there is, happens to pay another visit to the $29,000, which is a very important area of lower support for Bitcoin, we could potentially see Doge paying a visit as well to the 17 cents or 16 cents. And if Bitcoin happens to break the $29,000 to the downside, and I hope obviously that isn't going to happen, then we could see even lower prices in the case of Doge, guys. Maybe 13 cents or 12 cents. I think that should be the next important area of support for Doge, because we are talking, when we say 12 cents or 13 cents, we are talking about the base of a breakout candle to the upside that was formed back on April 15th. So watch out for those, guys. I think that anything at or below 20 cents is a buy, in my opinion, and I just made $540 in a matter of 3 days. So this is a cryptocurrency that I am very, but very excited to take a trade with once again. And in the case of GameStop, guys, take a look. And if you guys remember, GameStop is a stock that I have been breaking down from a technical standpoint on a constant way here in the channel, and take a look. So on June 22nd, I purchased the 55 shares at $210. And guys, I have been saying here over and over and over again on the channel that $210 has been acting as a lower support for GameStop in the recent days. So I ended up buying 25 shares of GameStop at $210, and I sold those 25 shares today at $221. So I entered the trade investing $5,267, and I sold my 25 shares today at $5,000, being paid $5,529. So I ended up making $262 out of this trade. So it was not a phenomenal trade, but $262, guys. So this was pretty much a base hit, and as a wise man said once, guys, base hits put you in the Hall of Fame. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500 and what is going on with this index when we still have 8 more minutes in today's trading session. And the bulls couldn't take on all-time high today once again, guys. They failed at 42.56, so we were pretty much 2 points away from reaching a new all-time high in the case of the S&P 500. And we have a big red candle over here into the closing bell, and yeah, I mean, we are trading at 42.43 now. There's nothing to be worried about over here, guys. So for tomorrow's trading session, and as I said in yesterday's video, the most important area of support, if we happen to see a pullback in the case of the S&P 500, is going to be 42.33, 42.30. That's a previous area of support that already acted as such in 1 and 2 occasions before in this index, but it also acted as a resistance for the bulls in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 occasions before. But there is nothing to complain about from a technical standpoint, and I think that we had a very positive day today. We are still in positive territory, and it looks like, and as I said in yesterday's video, guys, that the bulls are gathering strength, and we are very likely to see the bulls taking on all-time high either tomorrow or maybe on Friday. You guys already know that when it comes to the stock market, anything can happen. The stock market is absolutely unpredictable, but from a technical standpoint, we are trading above the moving averages and the uptrend is intact. So, and as I just said, we should see a new all-time high in the S&P 500 sooner rather than later, unless something unexpected happens. And in the case of the Nasdaq 100, I already told you guys in the introduction of this video that we reached a new all-time high. In the case of the Nasdaq 100, on the 4-hour, we find the RSI at 72 points. The RSI, the Relative Strength Index, was still high yesterday, and nevertheless, the bulls managed to take on all-time high in today's trading session, and we have a new all-time high at 14,324 points. So for tomorrow's trading session, we are pretty much in no man's land. So how high can the bulls go? What are we looking at, guys? 14,400 points, 14,500 points, who knows, guys? And I'm thinking that if tomorrow we happen to see a soft pullback in the Nasdaq 100, which from a technical standpoint could happen, I am going to be looking at 14,200 points as the most important area of support for the bulls in this index, because that area already acted as a resistance for the bulls in the Nasdaq 100 back on June 17th, and it is as well a previous all-time high, so we can expect some sort of good support if the bulls in the Nasdaq 100 happen to pull back a bit. But other than that, guys, we are in a clear uptrend, and I think that we might see a bit more of upside in the case of the Nasdaq 100. And now let's go ahead and take a look at AMC Entertainment, guys, because you know that I am breaking down from a technical standpoint AMC Entertainment in every single one of my videos. And when we still have 4 more minutes in today's trading session, AMC is down 0.35% and it is trading right at $58. And you guys know that I have been calling out $58 as a very important area of support for AMC since a lot of days ago. So as soon as we stay above $52, which is a price, which is an area, a level that has acted as a lower support for AMC in 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 occasions before, the bulls are in charge of this stock. So tomorrow, I think, guys, that if AMC happens to open the trading session above $58, and I said this in yesterday's video, so we have pretty much the same scenario that we had yesterday, because AMC is pretty much breaking even today. So anything above $58 implies that the bulls of this stock are gathering strength in order to pull up and try to take on the first important area of resistance for AMC at around $65, which is a previous area of resistance that already acted as such for AMC in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before. And I truly believe, guys, that the second the bulls of this stock break to the upside $65, momentum is going to kick in, and we are very but very likely to see this stock paying a visit to the $69 or $70 per share, which I have already told you guys in several times that is a previous resistance that already acted as such in the case of AMC back on June 3rd. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the first stock of this video, Clover Health. Clover had a very solid day today, guys, or is having a very solid day today, and it is up 9.50%. And as of now, when we still have 1 more minute in today's trading session, is trading at $13.82. So let me pull up here the 1 hour and take a look, guys, at how the 180 SMA on the 1 hour is acting as a very important, there goes the market. So the 180 SMA on the 1 hour is acting as a very important area of resistance for the bulls of Clover. So I'm thinking, guys, that if tomorrow the bulls of this stock happen to be able to burst above this 180 SMA on the 1 hour, the gap up to the next important area of resistance for Clover at around $16 or $16.20 is going to be easily filled. And take a look at this, guys, $16, and mark my words, is a very critical area of support and resistance for Clover. And why do I say that? Well, because $16 already acted as a resistance for Clover in 1 and 2 occasions in recent days, but it also acted as a lower support for Clover back on June 9th, and it also did it back on June 8th. And if I pull up here the 4 hour, take a look at how the bulls of Clover already failed at $16 back on January 27th, and they also failed at this price back on January 8th. So from a technical standpoint, we are looking at a critical area of previous support and resistance for this stock. So if tomorrow, and by the way, guys, take a look at the RSI on the 4 hour, it is at 59 points. And we already know that these meme stocks, when they trade on good volume and momentum, we can see the RSI of those stocks going up to 90 or 95 points. So I think that, or in my case, what's my plan? in the case of Clover, if tomorrow I notice that Clover is about to burst above this 180 SMA at around $14.50, this trade or Clover could be a momentum trade, guys. So I think that if I buy shares of Clover Health breaking out, as I just said, at around $14.50, then my price target is going to be obviously the resistance that I just told you guys about at $16 or $16.50, in which case I could be potentially locking in a profit of 10%. This would be a beautiful momentum trade, a trade that is taken with a stock breaking out. So watch out for Clover Health. This stock is looking very attractive, guys. We have a mini uptrend on the 1 hour and we are right below the 180 SMA, with the RSI being at 58 or 59 points on the 4-hour chart. So definitely this stock is going to be on the very top of my personal watch list for tomorrow's trading session. And now let's go ahead and take a look at TRCH. Torchlight Energy Resources went down today 30%, and it closed today's trading session at $4.92. And if you guys remember, in the video that we posted on Monday when TRCH was trading at $11, I told you guys that this stock was a no touch for me, because the RSI of this stock, guys, went up to 90 points, and there is a lot of drama surrounding this stock. So take a look at this, guys, and I am going to read here for you guys. So this company had announced a stock offering in order to raise money. So that stock offering was supposed to be able to raise for this company $150 million. However, since the stock of this company went ballistic on Monday, it went up 50%, then the company decided to raise $100 more million. So they increased the amount of money that they were going to raise through this public offering from $150 million up to $250 million. Additionally, Torchlight is merging with Meta Materials, is the name of the other company, which is a company that makes industrial materials. The merger is supposed to be carried out by the end of this month. Listen up here, guys. Watch out for this. So Torchlight Energy Resources had a net loss of $2.1 million in the first quarter of this year, and the company has warned repeatedly that it has substantial doubts about its ability to continue to operate its business. So this is a company that is raising money, and the company is saying, hey guys, I mean, things are not going, very well for us, and we might go bankrupt. Okay, so if any of you wants to take a trade on TRCH, you have to be extremely careful. The record date, or the day in which the shareholders of Torchlight Energy Resources are going to be identified in order to be paid the special dividend that this company offered, is going to be tomorrow, on the 24th, and the company is supposed to pay that special dividend on the 25th. So whoever owns shares of TRCH tomorrow, once the trading session closes, is going to be paid that special dividend. So if this company is going to pay that dividend on the 25th, keep in mind, guys, that in the majority of the cases, whenever a company pays a dividend to its shareholders, the stock of that company goes down. Not to mention the stock of this company, which is a company that is pretty much saying that they are about to go bankrupt, and so far no one knows how much money they are going to pay because of this special dividend. Some analysts believe that they are going to pay somewhere between $1 and $25. So we can expect Torchlight Energy Resources to take a hit if the management of this company announces a crazy dividend, let's say $20 or $25, okay? So from a technical standpoint, guys, there is no much to say over here. I am not going to touch TRCH by no stretch of the imagination, and I don't know, guys. I don't know what to say. So the RSI of this company was at pretty much 91 points on Monday, and now we find the RSI on the 4-hour at $38. So I think, guys, that this company is going, the stock of this company is going to take a huge hit as soon as that special dividend is paid on the 25th. And how low can TRCH go? $3 maybe, which is the 180 SMA. This is an area that is backed up by the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart and has acted before as a lower support for TRCH, but I am not going to touch this stock, guys. And yeah, maybe tomorrow, I don't know, because of the hype of Wall Street Bets and Reddit or whatever it is, maybe this stock can go up once again 50%. I don't know. In my case, this is a no touch, and I think that once this company pays its dividend, maybe the opposite could happen because I don't have a crystal ball. We are going to see TRCH dropping a lot, and we might see this stock paying a visit to the 180 SMA on the 4-hour at $3.20. So, and as I just said, this is a no touch for me. And the last stock of this video is going to be good old American Airlines. So let me pull up here the 4-hour, and in the case of American Airlines, guys, this stock went up today 0.41%, and it closed today's trading session at $22.20, and I really like what I am seeing from a technical standpoint in the case of American Airlines, guys. Take a look at the $22. $22 is a previous area of support that already acted as such for AAL in 1, 2, 3, and 4 occasions before, but it also acted, this price is a previous area of resistance as well for American Airlines that already acted as such in late April and also in early May. So I'm thinking, guys, that if tomorrow American Airlines happens to pay a visit to the $22 or $21.80, and if I happen to notice that the stock of this company, of this airline, happens to find a good support over there, I am going to be more than willing to pick up 200 or 250 shares of American Airlines in order to ride these shares up to the next important area of resistance for American Airlines at around $24. If I happen to be able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, I could be potentially locking in a profit of almost 9%. And why $24? Well, because $24 is a previous area of resistance that already acted as such for this stock back on May 18th, and it also acted as a, it acted as a resistance. I take that back. So $24 already acted as a resistance for AAL back on May 18th, and it also acted as a resistance for this stock back on March 21st. So from a technical standpoint, we can expect the bulls of this stock to find a very strong resistance at $24. So I really like the setup that I am seeing over here, guys, and I am going to be for sure picking up, and as I just said, 100 or 150 shares of American Airlines near $21.80 or $22. And with American Airlines, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember, guys, that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting these stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays right after the market closes. And if you want to get the notifications, all of the notifications of all of our videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to the channel, but you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting news and information on a daily basis, but most importantly, I am making call outs through our Instagram stories about the stocks that I am about to purchase throughout the trading session. So if you also want to have access to that information, rather, in a timely manner, you have to follow us on Instagram as well at Bilingual bilingual stock market. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets, but we do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys tomorrow once again. Peace out.